Good morning, folks. Today I'm introducing the Master Succor Punch X. As you can imagine, it's this large one, X for exponentially large and heavy. I had quite an experience, and I think it has a longer range because of that, or I must have run into someone that is extremely kind and generous. This is pretty much before I wrapped it, the looks of it on the inside. It's a very special cement mix with different chakra stones in it. Only in this case here, they're much, much larger. So this one here, for example, is a small regular Master Succor Punch. It has a unakite on the tip. Unakite is a stone that's supposed to support the healing of dysfunctional families, whether there's drug, alcohol use, emotional ups and downs, you name it. So I can't speak much to that, but other than what I've read online about it, and all throughout, even though you don't see it, there are other stones. At the very bottom here is a Himalayan crystal to reinforce the flow. So this one could be finished and be acquired as well. Then I have a black obsidian, could also be used like I did here, the tip. But this one here was even smaller than this crystal. This is a giant. I don't know that I would want to make one that heavy. It would just be like a brick by the time I'm done with it. Unless I call it Master Succor Punch XX. Then I have a green amethyst, which amethyst is usually purple stone, as many of you know, but when you expose some pieces to the sun, not all of them, but few of them will turn green, which gives it special qualities. Green is supposed to resonate with the heart, healing, etc. Then I have the Himalayan smoky quartz, black smoky quartz crystal. This has been used in the past for several of my sucker punches. And a citrine smoky quartz, and you know I'm saying the citrine. People say the citrine has a frequency of money, so that would be interesting. Now, why I'm doing this video, other than introduce my Master Succor Punch X, is to explain a few things. I've gotten some feedback again from the same lady that acquired the small simple crystal succor punch, and she had an astonishing result. She came back saying that people that were angry at her because she was running late for work would be friendly, like within seconds of coming in the field of where she was. She works at a restaurant bar type thing, and people that had hands on each other to fight, she just walked up to them. She said, I didn't have to get between the two of them. And I'm thinking, wow, that's quite a job if you've had to do that kind of work in the past. So that's amazing. She also mentioned that her tips improved. So she's very happy. And this has been now, I guess, a few months now that she's acquired it. So this works, and whether you believe it in or not. And it's pretty amazing. But let me tell you the story that I experienced with this Master Succor Punch myself. Like I mentioned, I think it has a larger range. I couldn't say until I tested further. So I went grocery shopping, and I paid for my groceries and still wanted some things, but I didn't get them, thinking, well, I may not have enough money on my card right now. So I paid for my groceries, and lo and behold, I had several of my cards left over, and as money on my card left over, and I went back and thought I'll grab a few more things, so sort of $25 worth of stuff. So I'm going to pay for it now, and I find that my card is in the purse somewhere, but I couldn't find it right away, and I started getting upset, thinking, man, the person behind me could be in a hurry. I don't want to inconvenience them, you know. So just kind of my response. I didn't say a word, but I was like looking. And this lady in the checkout, not behind me, but next to me, saw me getting all upset, and she goes, oh, don't worry about it. I got it. I was like, oh my goodness. I told her, I said, I have the money. I need to find the card. She's like, no, don't worry. She turns around. It's about to pay when I find my card. And I yelled at her. I said, ma'am, I found it. Thank you so much. But I found it. Oh, no. She insisted. she paid for it. I was like, wow, either she's very well off, generous, having a great day and kind, or the Succor Punch actually has a bigger field than I thought. The other thing I noticed when I had the smaller Succor Punch and Master Succor Punch was that butterflies were landing on me when I was outside. And I was thinking, wow, I wonder if this happens to other people. With my energy tools, I find that people have different results sometimes. Even if they don't feel the energy shift, like a lot of people are saying, well, we start feeling the energy before we open the package or before we open the bubble wrap. I'm like, really? So it kind of, it's interesting. So this particular lady that reported that she was still using her Succor Punch daily at work, and it was working like a charm, mentioned that she could not feel a thing when she first got it. She says, I put it in a corner. And I told her, I said, just take a look and see what happens when you're around people. It's not that you have to feel something necessarily. It works whether we feel it or not. And a lot of times when we don't feel things, it's because we're being blocked by our cell phone or some other electronic gadget. So anyways, if you'd like to acquire one of these babies, let me know, and we'll talk about what Succor Punch and what stones and size is best for you. Blessings. Thanks for watching.